So I just picked myself up a 17-28mm Tamron zoom lens. As some of you know, I've been lens shopping for a little while here, and to be honest, I've never been a huge fan of the zoom lenses. I mean, there's so many ways that you can turn a prime lens and get a couple different focal lengths, and you just get the creamy bokeh in the prime lenses. So I'd never really considered this, but you got one, so why? Well, right now I am on the 28mm f2, which is a fun, cheap little lens, but my shot here, it's just a little too tight. I also use a teleprompter, and if I go too wide, I won't be able to use this thing. It'll get the black bars, I'll have to punch in, and then I'm gonna be at 28mm anyways. So what's the compromise? Well, the more that I thought about it, the more I liked the idea of being able to go out wide and get a shot that brings my audience more in the scene with me. Like it feels like we're together hanging out. I mean, that's the whole point of kind of what I'm doing. So with this, I'm gonna be able to do some vlogging shots, walking outdoors. It just gives me more flexibility. While f2.8 isn't anything special, I mean, it's not bad. I really fell in love with the G Master 24mm on paper, but then when I really thought about it, it didn't seem like it's gonna give me enough extra space. You know what, before I talk anymore, let's put this guy on and see how it looks. Here's me on the 28mm. All right, here we are on the Tamron at 28mm. How does it look? Any different? Might be different. The little bokeh might be a little bit worse. On this little Sony, I was at ISO 200. Now I'm on auto ISO right now. It's bouncing around. It is at ISO 500. So I do have the windows open, which I don't usually have because with this guy, you kind of need more light. The Sony is just so good at heightening. The ISO is so strong on these cameras nowadays with the full frame too. I figured I could get away with getting a little bit of a worse ISO. Anyways, let's check out why I got this. Yeah, well, did I clean up the background for you guys? Okay, what are we at? We're at about 23mm right now. Okay, let's go to 24. So this is where the G Master would have been. That's a pretty cool shot. I like that. Let's bring this down a little bit. I can kind of change stuff around. See in the roof, see in the background. That's a pretty good shot. I like it. But what if I'm feeling a little saucy? Look at this thing go. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Whoa. I got a tiny pinhead now. Look at the angles of those shots. How about now? Look how small my head looks at 17, so wide. I mean, I'm not gonna be talking like this. I am about 1 foot from the lens. Like my hand, I can, boop, it's right there. But yet you see so much stuff. I mean, 17 truly is just crazy wide. I mean, I'm 6 inches from the lens. It's wild. So this would probably be arm's length for vlogging, but I just, you know, the flexibility and being able to kind of punch in. You always see the people walk in, they're moving stuff around, they're zooming in, zooming out. I think that's pretty cool. I like this a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a really cool one to have in the collection. I got a pretty good deal on it. I paid $700 for this, which is about 520 bucks US, so 700 Canadian. But it has some usage on it for sure. The glass looks really clean. The outside looks like it's been, you know, well used. Didn't come with a box, didn't have a receipt. I don't like to buy it that way, but I felt like the price was so good that I didn't really care. So in some future videos, I'm going to be comparing the 28mm Sony to the 28 on the Tamron to the 28 kit lens. I got lots of things to play around with, lots of tests coming up, but I just wanted to put this video out because I know I haven't really been putting out too many videos on this channel because my other channel has been growing nicely. It's been taking a lot of effort, as well as we are moving. We are selling our house. We're moving to the island. We're listing it in a few days. We got the photographer coming on Friday. Now it's going to be funny with seeing the photographer. I'm going to be like, what camera you got? What lens you got there? Oh, you're only using 20 mils? Come on, I got 17 mil. You can borrow my lens. I did think about doing it for myself, but you know, right now the realtor we're using, he's got a good little team. So I'm going to be very critical with the photographer though. I do have a speed flash. I could probably do my own stuff, but I got enough stuff going on right now. So I just wanted to post this little video to show you what the little Tamron is like. I know I was talking about you know, getting the 24mm, wondering what other lenses I should get. I was really looking hard at the 20mm f1.8 Sony, but it's, you know, $900 used if you're lucky, so more like $950. And, you know, it would give me this shot, which I think is a neat shot, and I could use active stave to punch it into 24, which is kind of cool. But, you know, that extra stop or so of light would be nice to have. But again, I can just turn up my light my squeaky light a little bit more, and hopefully as the weather gets better, this little Tamron can hack it. So what do you think? Do you think I made a wrong choice or bad decision? I think it's a little fun one. It's light. The zoom stays in the camera. You do see it move, but it works with teleprompters. The price was right. I've never had a Tamron lens. I've really wanted to. Since I got into photography or videography a little bit late, my friend who was an old school photographer, he's just, Sigma sucks, Sony sucks, Tamron, all these third-party things suck. But they don't, you know. I've been into cameras, mirrorless cameras for the last few years, and the Sigmas and Tamrons now, they seem incredible. So really happy with this lens so far. 20 or a little wide. What do we do here? Yeah, I like 23. I'm not going to put too much effort into this composition because we are going to be moving and doing showings next week. So here's what people are going to see when they walk into this room. They're going to see my giant monitor, which I've got a video coming on my other channel next week in case you want to. Let me get this real wide here for you. So I got my giant monitor, my Alienware computer, giant monitor. Oh, I got my little studio set up with my lights, and then a big giant softbox here. So this room, can you imagine you're taking a tour of a house and you see a room like this? You're like, what does that guy do? Well, that's fun. Anyway, hope you are well. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be posting more videos on this lens, kind of giving it a bit better of a review very soon. So stay posted for that, and maybe watch this video next, or check this one out. See you next time on the Sad Studio.
Dad!